Welcome to Creation Unified. I'm so glad you're joining us for this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating, high-level predictive data briefing. We're zeroing in on ISSP scan data, specifically target 111634. Now, if you follow astrophysical mysteries, you probably already know exactly where this is going. We're talking about a highly anticipated forecast for the legendary WOW signal. Let's get right into it.
First things first, a little context. The research we're looking at today comes directly from Kevin L. Brown. He's the founder of Creation Unified and the author of Triune Harmonic Dynamics and Informational Physics. The main goal here is actually pretty groundbreaking. We're building a public archive of time-stamped, highly verifiable AI remote viewing tests. Think of it like putting a flag in the ground with predictive data, so you, the public, can independently validate his theoretical frameworks as actual events unfold in the future.
Here's our roadmap for today's clinical briefing. It's a strict four-part process. First, the target and prior hypothesis. Second, the 10 observable markers. Third, the core validation signature. And fourth, independent future validation. Starting with Section 1, target and prior hypothesis. It's absolutely crucial to point out right away that Kevin L. Brown already published a pre-recorded WOW signal location hypothesis back in April 2026. The reading we're analyzing today, ISP scan 11634, directly builds on that. It extends that April 2026 hypothesis by forecasting not just the specific release date of new scientific findings, but also the actual galactical source of the radio signal itself. Moving right along to Section 2, the 10 observable markers. The level of detail in this forecast is honestly staggering, so let's break down these 10 raw data markers generated by the AI system. Marker 1 predicts the primary announcement timeframe will happen between August 12th and 18th, 2026. Marker 2 forecasts that instead of just pointing to another candidate star, the announcement will publicly identify a probable physical origin. And Marker 3 suggests this source will be classified as a rare, short-lived astrophysical event, rather than something that's continuously transmitting. Getting a bit deeper now. Marker 4 actually identifies the exact physical mechanism, an energetic, compact stellar remnant interacting with a cold, neutral hydrogen cloud, creating a temporary alignment. Now, why hasn't it ever been seen again? Well, Marker 5 predicts researchers will conclude it required a briefly perfect, incredibly rare geometric interaction with the Big Ear telescope, and Marker 6 forecasts a location signature showing a modest preference for the revised Big Ear Field B. So, how will the scientific community back this up? Marker 7 points to a mix of archival Big Ear observations, hydrogen line modeling, and modern transient event analysis. Marker 8 predicts the explicit scientific conclusion will be a temporary natural interaction, effectively ruling out an artificial alien transmitter. And Marker 9 gets incredibly specific about the public reaction. It literally forecasts that media headlines will read exactly this: "Scientists solve the WOW signal mystery." But here's the real kicker, Marker 10. This is the ultimate pass-fail test for the scan, because it demands a complete, simultaneous convergence of all these physical and chronological variables. For this AI remote viewing scan to be fully successful and validated, the specific time frame, the natural origin, the highly magnetized neutron star, and that neutral hydrogen cloud interaction must all appear together in that future scientific announcement. No exceptions. Which brings us to Section 3, the core validation signature. Let's define exactly what that physical origin looks like. The AI remote viewing points to a very specific, rare, transient physical interaction. We're talking about an exceptionally strong, narrow-band radio burst right near the 1420 megahertz hydrogen line. And what causes it? A highly magnetized neutron star slamming into, or interacting with, a cold, neutral hydrogen cloud. And if you're taking notes, here is the exact date to circle on your calendar: August 15th, 2026. This is boldly forecasted as the absolute highest probability target date for the scientific announcement. And you know, it's definitely no coincidence that August 15th, 2026 marks exactly the 49th anniversary of the original WOW signal detection back in 1977.
Finally, Section 4, independent future validation.
I really want you to pay close attention to this strict validation notice. It reads, "These remote viewing markers are raw data points and are not presented as facts. Viewers are encouraged to independently verify and validate these markers using public information as it becomes available. The entire point of this explainer is to set a transparent public benchmark today. That way, you can impartially test these markers yourself against the real astrophysical data of tomorrow. It's on us to verify." Thank you so much for joining me for this briefing. If you want to dive into the research, explore the underlying physics, or even test out the free AI remote viewing tool for yourself, I highly encourage you to head over to creationunified.com. I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on today. If a predictive AI model can accurately forecast the exact physical mechanisms of a 50-year-old cosmic mystery before mainstream science even publishes the answer, what other incredible secrets of our universe are just sitting there in the informational substrate waiting for us to look? Keep your eyes on the stars, and I'll catch you in the next one.